Because you could be one of the millions of people that can claim this at least one more relief check. The lawmakers have announced that many people don't even realize they're eligible for another one of a stimulus. Now, not only that, folks, but listen to this. It's hard to imagine walking away from a few $100 or even more. There's plenty of people working to lose out on money each year. Many aren't even required to file because their incomes are so low and they're not obligated to file a return. So don't even bother. But many would qualify for the EITC, which would surely make the all-time tax haul very much worth it. And many people don't even realize that they qualify for a tax credit, even if you're earning very little money. For example, if you have children to qualify for money, the Earned Income Tax Credit is a perfect way to bank. The tax refund could be used to pay high heating bills, pay down credit cards, cover a major home repair, or buy a car and save it for the future. The earned credit is actually refundable. It means that workers don't even have to earn that money to get it. You could keep that money for free, basically. And many lawmakers are trying to build awareness of the tax credit, driving home the point that the extra tax money is available to the struggling families. Yes, the struggling families in need of help. Well, somebody can get you help with the stimulus checks. So here it is. The 800,000 Mainers in according to the IRS, first of all, with an income of $60,000 and 3 qualifying children, you could qualify for the maximum earned income tax credit. Single taxpayers who meet the income and other requirements also qualify for the check. According to experts, if you haven't even filed your taxes, you can still do so and claim the credit retroactively. So definitely make sure to claim this credit, everybody, because 800,000 Mainers for the next round of stimulus should get it by winter. You'll be getting that stimulus fast. The payments add up to most of the $500 million heating aid bill passed by the state and signed by the governor. It includes to complete a round of $850 checks from last year that didn't even go out to those that needed it the most. The program is based on 2021 returns, and Mainers don't even need to take action on this to get it. The terms are the same as they were before. If you qualify, you get the stimulus, get the free check to pay off your bills. It's $1,000, it's a lot of money. Now, first check should have been mailed by late January, and the state is estimating that all payments should be out by the end of March. You'll be getting that payment by the end of March if you qualify for it. If you don't, well, here's another way to get stimulus. The Biden administration and Joe Biden said that they unveiled a brand new plan that will provide help. It will provide help to the many people in need. It will give people stimulus. It will help people out. The help that I'm talking about is the multiple agencies that are expected to move and take part in improving conditions for the renters, taking actions in tandem with a set of principles outlined by the administration as focused on renter rights. The blueprint informs further action by the Fed, state, and local people. And as it follows some of the most robust federal support in history, in which the government provided an unprecedented $46 billion in emergency rental assistance. The agencies involved, the FTC, the CIA, and even the FHFA. More than a third of the American population, which is 44 million people, rent their homes. So if people are evicted, it's going to be a problem. Not only that, folks, but the actions outlined during the practice of this, rental housing financing a way to support renters, may be unfairly excluded from renting. Yes, that's true.
And so forth.
In order to place the bill on the calendar under the provisions of Rule 14, I would object to further proceeding.
Objection having been heard, the bill will be placed on the calendar.
Thank you, Madam President. Now, Madam President, on Friday, the city of Memphis released the brutal, truly sickening body cam footage of the murder of Tyre Nichols. I am heartbroken, horrified, appalled by this heinous murder. This should have just been a routine traffic stop. It never, never should have ended the way it did in unnecessary violence and bloodshed. The repetitiveness of unjust murders like Tyre Nichols is a stain on America. The 5 police officers who betrayed their oath to serve and protect should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. We should remember Tyre for who he was and for the life he lived. By all accounts, he was a beautiful and gentle soul. He was creative, he was energetic, and he was deeply passionate about the things he loved most: sunsets, skateboarding, and above all, his family. He was a father, a son, a friend, a talented young man with his whole life ahead of him, and he should still be alive today. So let us honor his memory by bringing lasting, meaningful change to create a more just and a more fair America. our long-trodden path to try and make this country, this beautiful country, a more perfect place and a more perfect nation. On the debt ceiling,
payments will range from $200 to about $1,000.
It is very simple to figure out how much money you're going to get by using the state's payment calculator.
Some 800,000 stimulus checks are being mailed today to qualifying California residents. Maybe you're one of them. The Golden State 2 stimulus payments started going out last week. The state says some $563 million in relief checks will be mailed by December 17th. The checks total anywhere from $600 to $1,100. Another 3,000 payments will be direct deposits. This money comes.
So big news for Social Security and SI and SSDI, as well as VA beneficiaries in 50 states across the country. Every state in the country can receive stimulus checks very soon. Two factors decide this, and it goes for retirees who rely on Social Security benefits for income. So the size of Medicare Part B premiums and taxes on benefits may offset just how much bigger these monthly checks will be in 2023. The good news is that the standard monthly premium for Medicare Part B, which covers outpatient and medical coverage, is set to go down by 3% next year to $164 from the current rate of $170. Because those premiums are typically deducted directly from benefit checks, a lower rate will bump it possible for more beneficiaries to see the bump from the COLA, or cost of living adjustment. However, the higher COLA could prompt some beneficiaries to get bumped into a higher tax bracket. Economists say that the record high COLA is great for retirees as they grapple with higher food prices on everything from rent to food to gas. One economist told CNBC that while they're excited to see the increase coming, they're not really envisioning what the impact can be from a tax standpoint. Social Security benefits are also taxed on a formula known as combined or provisional income. It's calculated by taking your adjusted gross income and adding that non-taxable interest and half your Social Security benefits on it. Taxes on Social Security benefits apply to single taxpayers starting with $25,000 and go up to $32,000 for married couples. And for individuals more than $34,000 with combined income, they get taxed up to 85% of their benefits. And because these thresholds are not adjusted for wage growth or inflation, over time that has pushed more Social Security beneficiaries to pay taxes on their benefits. And when taxes on benefits were first introduced back in 1983, just 8% of families paid taxes. Everybody were eligible for this. And in 2021, that has climbed to an estimated 50% of American households. So there may be a room for some beneficiaries to increase their retirement withdrawals while still not incurring a tax liability on their benefit. According to CNBC News, a married couple who are both 65 with $35,000 in benefits may pay up to $23,000 in taxes. So early in the crisis, families had more cash on hand as they cut their spending on things like dining out, and as the federal government rolled out stimulus checks. This did help pay off credit card debt.